Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play Roommates. Last time I started the Halloween event and it turns out it is a costume party with a murder mystery thrown in. So Anne started to investigate what happened in the murder mystery, and so far I've explored the main hall and the kitchen, and I've talked to Rakesh and the butler about their involvement. Oh, and Roxanne, this girl, who apparently was the victim's daughter. She hated her dad, so she's definitely a possible suspect. Rakesh was his bodyguard and doesn't seem to like him either. It didn't sound like he hated him, but it definitely didn't sound like he liked him. So he's maybe a suspect. And Anne is definitely innocent. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I guess I will investigate the study now. Time to visit the study. I think Isabella came in here. One of the classrooms has been converted for the evening. Looks like there are people relaxing all over. Someone even put a few pipes on a coffee table between some of the chairs. They probably haven't been used, since I'm pretty sure this is a no-smoking building. Isabella is sitting on one of the chairs, idly leafing through a book. I don't know if she's reading it or not, actually. Hey, Isabella. Oh, there you are, hon. Finally came to see what I was up to? I've been looking forward to seeing you. So, have you discovered any clues? I may know some things you don't. The real question here is, how are you going to get me to tell them to you? Oh, I have ways of making you talk, Isabella. It's actually pretty fun playing the investigator. I've always loved the femme fatale types in the old crime novellas I'd read. Isabella, for her part, leans far back in her chair, crossing her legs and steepling her fingers as she looks me over. Oh, do tell. I'm all ears. Well, I guess I could, interrogate you. Ho ho! Does the little girl want to use a little force to come get what she wants? I do like a woman who knows what she wants. Isabella's teasing me again. But it does work well for a character like hers. I can't buckle now. That's right, Isabella. I do know what I want. I walk over to her chair, putting my hands on the armrest and leaning my face in close to hers. And what I want is for you to tell me what you know, everything you know. Isabella smiles a sort of languid smile as she looks into my eyes. Well, since you asked so nice. So what's your story here, Isabella? Well, you know Mr. Body was my boss. We worked together, for God's sake. I've been his secretary for 3 years now. Did you have any problems with your boss? Of course not. We got along famously. Everyone knows he was always hanging off my every word. And was there anything else going on between you two? I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? Well, come on, Isabella. It's the oldest story in the book, right? Beautiful secretary and the older, lecherous boss. So you do think I'm beautiful, eh? That's progress. I try not to blush. She's trying to throw me off the scent, which is proof that something is going on. I decide to try a different tactic. Of course I do, Isabella. You're damn pretty. How long did it take you to have him wrapped around your little finger? Oh, not long at all. Wait. Fine. Yeah, we messed around a bit. It was nothing serious, just a little harmless fun. Ha! I knew it. And did his wife know about his harmless fun? Well, if it's harmless, she wouldn't really need to know about it, would she? I figured. So, where were you around 7 o'clock? Don't remind me. That was before we got here, right? You asked why Chad didn't come? Well, you ask the patrons at my cafe. They'll probably tell you why he didn't come. We had a huge fight when he told me he had to go bail someone out of jail. He left at 7, and I went home to prepare to come here with you. How far away is the cafe from here? I don't know, about 15 minutes. Okay, one more question. Take a look at this for me. I hand the slip of paper to Isabella, watching her reaction carefully. She unfurls the paper, looking it over. For a fraction of a second, her face tightens in anger, then she's all smiles again. Clearly, he didn't want someone to get paid. That looks like his personal account, so I don't know what it could have been for. Did you know his account numbers well, as his secretary? As his secretary, I ran a few checks for him now and then. I have a good head for numbers, what can I say? Well, thank you for your time, Isabella. No problem, detective. Hope you figure out who did this and bring them to justice. Isabella winks at me and goes back to idly leafing through her book on her comfy chair. Well, there was clearly an affair happening between her and Bobby, but that's not necessarily evidence that she did it. I'll have to investigate further. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of the other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. Oh yeah, I totally heard his bodyguard wanted out of his job, but couldn't get out from under Body's thumb. There's definitely some dirt involved there. Well, anyway, that's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. Okay, sitting room. Looks like our common room, but with a nicer TV. It even looks like someone brought in a small bar. Upon closer inspection, it looks like it's got all kinds of juices, but no alcohol. Which makes sense. This is school property after all. I make myself a quick glass of juice and scan the people here. Max is sitting on one of the recliners next to the TV, watching some kind of sports highlight coverage. A few other people are sitting in various other parts of the room, but they all seem to be nattering about nothing. Come to think of it, I haven't really seen all those other people much. Most of them must have come in here to discuss things. Looks like a bunch of them have juice glasses. Hello, Max. Hiding out in here, huh? Well, maybe a little. I have my reasons. Well, speaking of reasons, maybe we should talk about your story here. I'm so all over this case, Max, and I'm gonna solve it. So out with it. All right. It's not like I have anything to hide, cutie. Don't you cutie me. You're not going to distract me. Yeah. Look, Mr. Body has 2 daughters. His older daughter, Hillary, married me. Shotgun wedding? What? No! Oh, please. Like you're the marrying type, Max. Hey, I could be. What if I found the right girl? Or 3. Exactly. Anyway, according to my card, I married her, so shut up. Stay in character, Max. You were doing really well. You're really enjoying yourself, aren't you? You get into this sleuth stuff, don't you? Oh yeah, I used to love all those pulp detective novels. Back to you. Why'd you do it? Was it the money? Hey, the money was just a nice perk. I don't think that makes me a bad person. I take it Mr. Body was against it. He wasn't exactly thrilled, but he didn't object. His daughter's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions. So you didn't get along with Mr. Body? Maybe not at first, but he gave me a job at his company, and we've been fine ever since. I'm not his favorite person or anything, but we're not sniping at each other either. So where were you at 7 o'clock? Hillary asked me to make nice, so I don't leave the office until then every night. You can check with anyone in the office, they'll tell you. So how are Hillary's finances these days? She's doing fine. Max looks away from me for a moment, watching the television screen. Okay, one last thing, Max. Can you take a look at this for me? I hand him the slip of paper. He looks it over for a moment, curiously. It's a stop payment for one of his personal accounts. He breaks these out when he's mad sometimes, or when he wants to cut ties with someone. He'll just deny their final paycheck or payment or whatever. He's lucky he was never sued over it, honestly. Do you know who the payment might have been to? Not offhand, no. He didn't keep me that into his business. Alright, I suppose that's enough for now. Thanks for your cooperation, Max. No problem, Sleuth. Good luck on this case. It's a tricky one. He winks at me as I leave the room. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of the other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. Yeah, I couldn't get my coffee at the cafe. It sucks. I always go at 10 to 7, but they had shut it down. Some kind of fight. That seems early for some reason. I wonder what else might be inaccurate. Well, anyway, that's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. So now I've investigated every single room. But now I've learned some more information about both Rakesh and Isabella. So I guess I'll go talk to Rakesh first. Back in the kitchen, I think. Maybe I missed something. Rakesh is still here, but the other girl seems to have left. Still here, I see. I see no reason to leave, really. Did you wish to hear my tale again? It'd probably be a good idea to refresh my memory. Oh, dang it. Okay. No, I don't want to listen to it again. Okay. He was at an art class. Alright, well, there's nothing going on here. Dang. Okay. I hear a snippet of conversation. Okay, I heard that already. Alright, back to the study. Maybe I missed something. Isabella's still here. Hey, Isabella. Welcome back, Anne. You're not getting anything else out of me, no matter how good you are. Just to recap. Damn it, no. Okay, I guess I can't learn anything more. We had a huge fight when he told me he had to go bail someone out of jail. He left at 7. But it was closed 10 minutes before 7. So he must have left before 7 then. And it's about 15 minutes away. So she could have done it. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, I always see the boss's son-in-law's Ferrari there at 7 o'clock. I don't dare touch it. He's got the alarm set so sensitive, but it's a nice car. So it is always there at 7 o'clock. Okay. Can I see anything else in the main hall again? Welcome back, man. Hello again, Butler. Can I do something for you? Just give me a quick recap of what you know. No, I don't want what you know. 6:55. That's when he left. And then he got back at 7:30. Okay. Okay, I guess I have to do this. Gather the suspects. Butler, gather the people. I think it's time we close this case. Very well, ma'am. Madam. I can't talk, guys. The butler runs around, gathering up the other suspects in this little mystery. Tonight, someone in this room committed a heinous crime. Someone who thinks they've gotten away with it. Unfortunately for that person, I happened to show up. I've yet to meet a mystery I couldn't solve and a perp I couldn't finger. Isabella snickers behind her hand. I try not to blush. She's really quite terrible. And that's why I've brought you all here before the scene of the crime, because it's now quite obvious who the killer is. Ooh. Easy, Rakesh. Isabella did it. Accuse her. Isabella did it. Lie to protect her. Rakesh did it. Accuse him. Rakesh did it. Lie to protect him. Max did it. Accuse him. Max did it. Lie to protect him. Oh my god. What should I do? Okay, so I think it's Isabella out of the 3. She seems the most obvious. because her alibi isn't quite accurate. So, and it sounds like Max's alibi is really accurate. And Rikishi can't find out anything super crazy about him. So I think Isabella did it, but should I accuse her or lie to protect her? I really don't know, but I'm trying to get on everyone's good side, so... But what will I say to protect her? Okay, I guess I'm gonna lie to protect her. I take a long look at Isabella, who looks back at me. After a moment, she winks and blows a kiss. It's not difficult to see. An elaborate party, a bunch of invitations with pre-written messages. A convenient excuse that would seem to put them out of the house at the time of the murder. The murder is clearly the biggest liar here at this party for liars. Besides, everyone knows that in these murder cases, the butler did it. After all, can anyone corroborate where you were when you say you were out for supplies? You probably did leave, only you did it after killing Mr. Roddy. What? Well, I never. I didn't do anything. Tell it to the cops, chump. Isabella sidles up to me, while the others round on the butler, pelting him with questions about why he did it and what the rows was about. She looks at me for a moment, shaking her head in confusion. When did you figure me out? The stop payment was to you, wasn't it? He crossed me. I'm afraid that's unforgivable. He wasn't nearly as smart as you. Isabella slides an arm around my waist. I think you'll like me when I'm grateful. I put my arm around Isabella's shoulders. You and me, doll, will blow this mug's game, find a nice place. Ha ha ha! You're so cute when you get into a role. I blush a little, but it feels nice to put a twist in the ending. Then the relationship goes on. Finally, instead of making her mad, I made her like me. The butler finally disengages from the group, accosting him. I'm sorry, Anne, but you've got it all wrong. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you all for coming out for the Alpha Theta Rho Fraternity's Murder Mystery Evening. If you would like, please feel free to join us for a party proper at our house. Everyone claps loudly for the butler, who takes a bow. People start heading out the door. The Latin House roomies gather in the lot. I can't believe how much fun that was. Did you see me in there? Definitely. Clearly you need to channel some of that all the time, Anne. Oh yeah, you were definitely working it. She wasn't the only one. Well, hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. Though I can't believe they made me the other woman for some skeezy old businessman. Well, if the shoe fits. Watch it, jackass. Everyone laughs as Isabella threatens to bite Max, chasing him around the lot. That was a lot of fun, to pretend to be someone else for an evening. I suppose that is what Halloween is all about, yes? I suppose that's very true, Rikishi. Nice work. Well, now that I'm done with pretending to be a sexy office worker, I think it's time to pretend to be a drunken vampire. Who wants to go get some research material? Hear, hear. Are you really just going to pretend to be drunk? Everyone just stares at Rikishi for a moment before we all head off laughing to the frat house. Nothing like sleeping in makes you feel like the whole day has hope. The lord of the castle bows before you. You have saved my people. Our debt to you can never be repaid. My eyes, I've studied too much. So with that, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my other content. I have lots of content on my channel. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to stay informed. And I'll talk to you guys later.